So the next reader, she deserves this joke. This is a good one. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
Self-control. Zee Whitesides.
Hey. So just to preface this, in case you haven't talked to me ever, Lana Del Rey is like my personal hero, and I try to write this. I'm writing a novel about Lana Del Rey right now. It is in poems, and I'm going to be reading from that. And so what I was trying to do is figure out what the blueprints of Lana Del Rey are, so that I can then follow these blueprints. Is that for the B-roll? Oh yeah. Hey. I don't look fat, do I?
No.
Okay.
No.
So, I'm Zee Whitesides. I'm from Elizabethtown, Kentucky, which is a pretty okay town. I haven't been back in a while, but, you know, Kentucky. So, hopes and dreams. I feel like I'm always going to be writing poetry, and probably always playing music too. Those are just things that just like happen pretty like naturally as part of my life. Like if I go to bed without having written a poem a day, it just like feels weird. I don't know. I have like this fantasy of just like getting a cabin somewhere in the mountains and writing a lot and writing songs, immersing myself in like the folk music of the place, just being in that atmosphere, taking some time to breathe. One thing I've always liked about all sorts of art, writing, music, and so on, is just really the potential for creating languages, and the potential for like creating languages of resistance, languages of non-normative spaces. Poetry especially gives me that chance, but also in music, because you're like working with these like received languages, words, but there's this possibilities to like break them down and like make them perform for you instead of being performed on. Just like navigating the world, like it's something I think about a lot, like how I'm being read, contextualized, textualized by the people like on the subway train around me, or just anyone. I like to look at like the pop culture and like what ideas are just like floating around in the air because you can't get away from it. And I don't think there's any need in like trying to pretend, you know, that pop culture doesn't exist, trying to like avoid it. I think it should be like grabbed by both hands and like turned around, like pulled apart. The languages mass culture gives people to like talk or think about me. It's something I want to push back against, and I feel like poetry and music give me these spaces. I can take the languages that I've received and push back. I want to know, you know, what I'm inheriting and what that inheritance is doing to me. The EWC, the Experimental Writing Collective / Collaborative. It's basically like a organization of the new school that is trying to like have writers like talking to each other and like sharing work.
Zee Whitesides.
This is written in a form I invented called a Jesuit. It's basically 33 words long, the age Jesus was when he died, and the last stanza has to be aimed at saving the world. And this one's called Jesus. Bright woman songs pass me behind, the holy most body idols. There is no Jesus, waiting underground, the real, bearing. Due west, he comes upon one, feeding, back body says, burn phonemes, hope. 4. Maryland. Cleaning girls. A revelation is not always hidden under a dress, and dresses do not always discourse on revelation. Dresses are more like wallpaper more often. Houses with 2 bedrooms everyone acknowledges. I know how little a white dress matters after the knife, yet it is still so much matter like a pin-up on a wall. Manipulation of matter is like how all America loves Marilyn Monroe. I can't remember who she died with. Bleach his lips. Bleach girls clean. Then they communicate freely as anyone can, claim legible language out big lips. Clean up matters up by gifting them recognition. Marilyn Monroe cleaned up nice. She said she channeled Lana Turner and Jean Harlow, plus a little smudge over her lip. Marilyn again. She did not have better elocution than most. 5. Born to die. My man has walked out the door. From there I recall betting in my head what color stars up close laugh. My pocket of cockle shells, high-waisted jeans over immaculate gaze tights. On the way to the drugstore, a very serious man passed with his dog. I thought of how to make him confront me. I knew a girl who did his performance piece, walked just behind friends in public streets, sing as loud as possible, jazz standards. Everyone knows, right? And don't make eye contact with anyone. Friends hear on ordinary conversation. Best with some article of clothing with American flag on it, perhaps shorts. Sister gave me a blanket that looks like an American flag. I never wash it, is that wrong? One only needs one cockle shell to do the thing. A cold passing, passing, passing. Or my hair and brains across the manger. Flower in my hair to lean true love. Explain lingo. Spiderweb ends. Medusa story sizes past 0 up for empathy. All I have is ice kitsch. Being the other women in a dressing room, true love is on the rack with me. Zee pretends just a blue rose swooning for blooded American. How pretty, how long. Walt Whitman bristled up with little perfume. Thy empathy is a 2-way snake, rattleshell. Thy very serious man would laugh with tiger teeth on my queer, what a drag. It's the trick of getting over the ball when the ball had you. Being the other woman, I was taking everyone through my private inferno. The slowest songs were on the record so Zee could never leave. Call me Lana Del Rey, Time Insurance. Empty passing agent. Thank you. Oh, am I introducing the next person?
Yes, you are.
Well, so that's all we got for you guys tonight. Thanks for coming. Really good show.
Cheeseburger sock off.
We're gonna have a cheeseburger sock off soon. Come to it. Ba-da-ba-ba. Thanks. Really good show, guys. Really good show.
Thanks a lot, everyone.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to
Happy
everyone.
birthday.
Happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.